Welcome back to Hydro Haven, where we explore ways to make gardening simple, fun, and rewarding. Today we're diving into the world of raised bed gardening, a fantastic option for beginners and experienced gardeners alike. But as easy as raised bed gardening can be, there are a few common mistakes that can slow your progress or even derail your garden dreams. Let's talk about the 10 most common beginner mistakes and how to avoid them. One of the most critical decisions when setting up a raised bed is where to place it. Many beginners make the mistake of picking a spot that doesn't get enough sunlight. Most vegetables, herbs, and flowers need at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight daily. Avoid shaded areas or spots near large trees that could compete for nutrients. Observe your yard throughout the day to find the sunniest location. The success of your raised bed garden starts with the soil. Filling your raised bed with dirt from your yard or low-quality soil is a mistake that can lead to poor plant growth. Invest in a high-quality mix designed for raised beds, ideally a combination of compost, peat moss, and vermiculite or perlite. This ensures proper drainage, aeration, and nutrients for your plants. Watering can be tricky for beginners. Raised beds often drain more quickly than traditional garden beds, which can lead to under- or overwatering. To avoid this mistake, check the moisture level of your soil regularly by sticking your finger a few inches into it. If it feels dry, it's time to water. Installing a drip irrigation system or using mulch to retain moisture can also help. Mulch isn't just for aesthetics. It's essential for maintaining soil moisture, regulating temperature, and suppressing weeds. Many beginners overlook this step and end up battling weeds or struggling with uneven watering. Use organic mulches like straw wood chips or shredded leaves for the best results. It's tempting to plant everything you love all at once, but overcrowding your raised bed can lead to stunted growth and disease. Research the space requirements for each plant and plan accordingly. Group plants with similar sunlight and water needs and leave enough room for them to grow. Companion planting, where plants benefit each other when grown together, is another great way to optimize your space. Even in raised beds, growing the same crops in the same spot year after year can deplete the soil of specific nutrients and invite pests or diseases. Beginners often overlook the importance of crop rotation. Switch up where you plant each year to keep the soil balanced and reduce the risk of pest infestations. Raised beds need good drainage to prevent water from pooling and rotting your plant's roots. Beginners sometimes forget to drill drainage holes in the bottom of their beds, if using containers, or use soil that doesn't drain well. Ensure your raised bed is built with proper drainage in mind, and avoid lining the bottom with plastic that could trap water. Pests can be a big problem in raised beds if you're not prepared. Many beginners don't think about pest management until their plants are already under attack. Use physical barriers like row covers or mesh to protect your plants and regularly inspect your garden for signs of pests. Encouraging natural predators like ladybugs can also help keep pests in check. A raised bed garden isn't a set-it-and-forget-it project. Beginners sometimes neglect regular maintenance like weeding, pruning, or checking for pests and diseases. Make a habit of spending a few minutes each day in your garden to keep it thriving. Consistent care will prevent small issues from turning into major problems. It's exciting to start a garden, but beginners often bite off more than they can chew by building multiple raised beds or planting too many crops. This can lead to feeling overwhelmed and giving up. Start with 1 or 2 small beds and a few easy-to-grow plants. As you gain confidence and experience, you can expand your garden. Despite these common mistakes, raised bed gardening is one of the most rewarding ways to grow your own food and flowers. By avoiding these pitfalls, you'll set yourself up for a successful and enjoyable gardening experience. Raised beds offer excellent soil control, fewer weeds, and higher yields in smaller spaces, making them perfect for beginners. Starting a raised bed garden can feel daunting, but with a bit of planning and attention to detail, you'll be on your way to a lush, productive garden in no time. Remember, gardening is a learning experience, and every mistake is just another step toward becoming a better gardener. Share your raised bed gardening tips and experiences in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Happy gardening, Hydro Haven family.